Hello and welcome. This is Tuesday, September 8th, I believe, and we are going to be talking Impact.
Hold on, wait. It's protect, attack, and snack. I have a headache and it's
Yeah,
raining and my dog is freaking out. So we're gonna try to get through this without nothing being destroyed and without us falling asleep. That's why I look like this. No
yeah.
makeup, no filter, no lights, just I gave up today. That doesn't need anything right now going real. I just look tired.
All right.
There. I'll put my hair up so I look. Go ahead.
Hello, MJF Scarf.
Hey, what's going on? All right. My dog, oh my God, my dog is in the same position when she took out the computer. Okay, hold
All
on.
right.
Go for it.
All right. So, Impact started off today. Eric Young spoke. He's
You made it sound like you never spoke before. I'm sorry, I have a headache.
Eric Young spoke for the very first time in his
First
life.
time ever.
So he's talking about the state of Impact and how he, now he's the champion and how he planned everything out. And then Alicia Edwards, Eddie Edwards' wife, comes out and she has a problem with Eric Young. Eric Young has now injured two wrestlers, Rich Swann and Eddie Edwards, and she's saying that you can't just be coming in here and risking people's
Yep.
livelihoods. That Eddie Edwards has a child and he can't even lift her child up, his child up, can't go for walks with the child. So Eric says, I don't care, goes to attack her, and Tommy Dreamer comes out to the rescue with this kendo stick.
Yep. Oh,
With
classic Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah, yep. Man, Tommy Dreamer, he's such a good guy. He comes out and saves what potentially could be a third injured wrestler on their third injured person under Eric Young.
Yeah.
But yeah, this sets up for the main event. Eric Young did not like that Tommy Dreamer interfered. He said, "This is none of your business. This is nothing to do with you."
Nope.
Tommy Dreamer says, "Eric Young, you are a hell of a wrestler, but you know, undesirable person," kind of way that he puts it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of just
he says that you left Impact, and these wrestlers that were here on Impact, now you're coming after them and hurting them.
pretty much. I don't know. I feel like once again when we get into these main bouts with the bigger titles, they really need to do some better character storylines because some of these smaller storylines are like key.
Yeah, I
You
think
know,
they're setting up for it now with what happens at the end of the show, though. I think they're actually.
or let me rephrase that. There's so much fun, idiotic crap going on Impact that make it feel so much more lively and like
Oh,
lighthearted.
do
Like
you
the
do you mean?
no. Between the lines, buddy. Between the lines. No, but you know what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say, though. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like the Impact roster is like in between this weird setting where, like, they play off these really funny, quirky characters. So when you have hard hitting people like EC3, Eric, and you have like these like fierce, dominant
Mhm.
characters, it's a weird swerve for me because I have this good feeling from like the girls, the women, and then you have the funny guys that are interacting with them too. Then you have like these weird moments, even between some of the like promos of like the Rascals and even the Good Brothers. So I feel like I'm like disjointed when I watch it a little bit. Like I don't know when to switch over. Okay, now I've got to be serious because the big guys are coming up with the belts, and
Yeah.
then it's like lighthearted makes no sense and I'm having a great time. Then swerve again. Anyways, we'll get into it. And this is the reason
Yeah.
why I felt kind of off pace today with it.
I thought today was a good show, but I do see what you're saying though, that when they get into the comedy, they really dive into the comedy, and then
And it sticks though.
yeah,
It really does. It doesn't fall flat for me. It really sticks. Like the amazing, like we talked about last week, the Wrestle House like conclusion season 1, with like when Jake something hit inside the car.
yeah,
Like you have like this ridiculous stuff, and then for me to believe they come out and like are a serious tone because they could still be a threat. Anything you do dumb and you wrestle are two different things.
Yeah.
Like your personality and wrestling skills are two different things. And that's why I love Kylie Ray, you know,
Mhm.
because she's so happy and bright, but her wrestling is like, you
Yeah.
know, it's like amazing. So I feel a little weird with the dynamics on Impact, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I think right now from the three main brands, I guess you could say, I am enjoying Impact a little bit, just a little bit more when it comes to some of the storytelling. Maybe it's just because I want some silliness.
Yeah, yeah.
But speaking of silliness, this takes us to Rosemary and Johnny Bravo. They're discussing their wedding, and Taya is there, and it looks like Taya is pretty much taking over the whole wedding planning.
And we'll talk about what happens later, but yeah, there's elephants and weird things, and when she wants, and I
Ice
think
sculptures.
yeah, Rosemary wants to bring back like conjure up somebody and
Yeah.
like
Because you need someone that's special to be able to marry a demon. So unfortunately, the only one she knows is dead. So she's gonna do some resurrection. So I'm not sure if that was just a one line thing there, or if they're gonna bring back an old Impact character.
I'm all for resurrecting an old talent to do something crazy. Like I'm all for like don't want to be shots fired, but a very better improved Lana and Bobby Lashley. Right? That's what I want to have so far. I mean, we're gonna have a Kip and best man thing going on, but as far as weddings are going on in the wrestling world, like I feel like this would be entertaining if it gets to a certain point. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't know if it's ever gonna actually come to fruition. I think Taya is gonna take too much of the wedding planning too serious.
no, not Taya. I know she has
Yeah.
problems.
So then we go to. I thought this was a really good match for X Division title. Chris Bay had just lost the title, so he is trying to get back into contention for the title, and TJP wants a chance. So this was set up to see possibly who's going to go and challenge for the X Division title. But surprisingly, Chris Bay loses. I really thought Chris Bay was going to win. So I wonder what they're doing with his character. He looked very disappointed in himself.
Yeah, and you know, like I don't know how much, you know, kayfabe they want to have on Twitter, but it's like he doesn't look happy on there either.
Hmm.
So like it just is interesting to me, like what you said, it was interesting to me when he lost the belt. Like I was like, holy crap, you know what I mean? Like I didn't think that was gonna happen either.
Yeah.
And now, you know, TJP is not a lot of fan favorites. He's not a lot of, you know, he doesn't have that much positive vibes from people in the Twitter universe because that's
Yeah.
usually where wrestling fans are most vocal.
And
Like,
most angry.
most angry. Everybody needs cookies on Twitter. But yeah, no, I was very surprised and shocked. And I don't, like you said, I don't know where that was going because when he won the belt, everybody was super excited when Chris Bay won the belt.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
eh,
But then we have Rohit Raju actually come out, and he's enjoying this match. He's really enjoying the fact that Chris Bay and
yeah.
TJP are beating the crap out of each other. So for me, it feels like Rohit is actually just manipulating them again, just
Hmm.
like how he manipulated Chris Bay into thinking that Rohit wanted a friend when he really just wanted an opportunity at the belt.
Yes.
So I'm really liking this heel Rohit because for a while they were playing on this whole thing where nobody was taking him serious. Even Rhino
Yes.
kind of like overlooked him, and now he has something that people want, and
Yeah.
he's enjoying that power.
And it's a good character shift for him too, because he was,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, he was the guy that no one really took seriously. It was kind of like you passed him along. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, definitely want to see who actually builds that storyline with him. I hope it's not TJP because I don't see that going anywhere.
No, yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't really feel like a dynamic that would work.
I could see him facing TJP and beating him, but I think
Yeah,
Chris Bay's story arc will reach for him to actually get the redemption
yeah,
and get the belt back.
yeah.
So
The one that would actually reach the peak of his
yeah.
story. Yeah, I agree.
And then we go to locker room talk. Susie and Kylie Ray are back from Wrestle House.
They're so freaking cute.
Yeah.
So much wholesome.
Yep. So they were trying to like hint that Kylie Ray planned the whole attack and everything, and Kylie's trying to say like, no, no, I didn't. And Susie's being Susie. She's saying that would be bad and all this stuff. But then Deanna Purrazzo and Kimberly come in, interrupting because they are mad that Kylie and Susie interrupted their black tie affair.
The
So
best part of the whole thing, though, is like, sorry to interrupt you, is when they
okay.
were like challenged them for next week in a tag match, and they're like, "Cool." They're like,
Yeah,
"No, that's not what we wanted. We wanted
yeah,
you to be scared." And like Diana looks so frustrated, like her acting, and that goes back to what I said. Their play off each other is so organic between them, like, and then like it was like Susie doesn't say a lot, but like her like sure, like yeah, and then Kylie's like over the top at 10 already, and Diana was so done with it.
yep,
And I just love it, and I just love. We'll get into two other women of impact, and I love that storyline too because Jordan also
yep,
delivered a great facial expressions, and I love these women. I can't get enough of them.
yep. So this sets it up for next week. That should be a good match.
Yay! I can't wait for that one. I'm super excited.
And then speaking of the other two women, Johnny Bravo is trying to hire an elephant for his wedding when Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steeles comes back there, and they want to be his best grooms people.
Yeah.
And they tell Johnny Bravo that he needs to be his own man. He needs to stop listening to Taya and just do things for himself. Stop taking whatever Taya says as something he needs to do. I love this whole thing because Johnny Bravo seems like he's getting a little bit more courageous. We saw that in Wrestle House, and I think that's going to be the problem that we're going to see between him and Taya.
Yeah, definitely. And it's like everybody in the whole house or the whole cat. I don't know, the talent. It's not a house anymore because they're not a wrestle house. But everybody's just trying to screw over Taya horribly.
Yeah,
Nobody wants her to have any friends whatsoever. And that's just the funny part because she has no friends. And I don't know if it's until finally if Bravo gets like fed up and then she's gonna realize she's lonely, we're gonna get that wah 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 that Charlie Brown music,
hmm
and she's gonna walk away in the rain. But I just feel like it's gonna come to a head and Taya's gonna be like, wait, what the hell?
yeah,
But hey, that's what she did to herself. That's her fault.
yeah. She's. I mean, this whole personality of her being the bridezilla, even though it's not her wedding, is so
Yeah,
perfect for her because she comes off so great when she's a bossy character.
yeah.
That mean girl character, it fits her so well, just the way that she plays off it. So yeah, I'm enjoying this story arc. But then we get Brian Myers, the most professional wrestler. He comes out talking about how he is the most professional wrestler when Willie Mack interrupts him and says that they have a match right here, right now. And Brian Myers is like, I'm not ready. He's like, well, I thought you were professional. You should be ready to go at any time.
Yep. Yep, he laid down the law right there. I love Willie Mack though.
Yeah.
I'm barely getting to know more of his character, more of his talent, but dude's talented.
Yep.
So damn talented in the ring. So yeah, I would like to see this go into like a pay-per-view full match. I'd like to kind of see if this would actually go somewhere. I think this would be a great spot for Brian because I don't really know where he's actually going to end up on the roster.
Yeah.
As far as like, because there's so many already stories going with the Good Brothers and the tag matches, and then you have like Heath and Rhino and that kind of thing, and you have like Moose and EC3. I don't know exactly where he would fit, but this is kind of like a nice little area for him to kind of land in, and I think it would be a good payoff actually.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the fact that Willie Mack was dominant in this whole match, but then Brian Myers has to cheat again.
Of course,
So that's
professional.
so that continues this feud.
What did Moses Santos when somebody said like, yeah, of course you got to cheat to win. She's like, no, that's
Yeah.
too heel for me. That is too
Yeah.
heel. I love her.
Yeah. If you guys are not watching Twitch on Impact, you're missing her commentary. It's so awesome.
Yeah, you guys are missing. If you guys watch on Access, great for you guys. I don't know how you guys do it past like the 101 commercials, but watch it on Twitch because Melissa Santos is great.
Yeah.
And Baby Cage was there today, her daughter. She was so cute. So.
Yep. So then we get Taya Valkyrie confronting Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steeles about what they were telling Johnny Bravo. This escalates, and Taya actually challenges Tasha Steeles to a match later on tonight.
What's so crazy about this is that anybody that didn't watch anything they had to do today would think it's Taya's wedding.
Yeah.
like if you came in right now, you'd be like, wait, is Taya getting married? No, it's not. Rosemary is the person that's not even in the picture at this moment. But yeah, she deserved it. And as we go in, it was a great match.
Yep. We'll get to that match in a little bit, but then we get the Rascals versus Motor City Machine Guns. This match was really good.
Because they're both amazing.
Yeah, they have really good chemistry. I could see why they decided to do a second match between these two teams. They have really good chemistry with each other. Motor City Machine Guns have their whole history already of behind them, but I think the Rescos are showing a bright future. And this whole thing set up when Motor City wins, but it shows the full extent of their tag team division because Ethan Page and Josh Alexander of the North come out and they attack Motor City Machine Guns. Then we get Ace Austin and Madman Fulton come out to attack Motor City Machine Guns too. Ethan Page tells them like, "Hey, you guys take one, we'll take another." So they kind of like start beating up an individual amongst the teams. And to my surprise, the Good Brothers come in to save the Motor City Machine Guns.
If you guys haven't seen the shot that Impact got of Ethan Page getting kicked in the face,
he retweeted it.
He retweeted it. But then I come to his defense. So I'm like, at least you didn't almost slip on your entrance coming in, your debut. So I had that gif where what's his face from the Good Brothers almost slipped.
Oh yeah.
Because the shot of him getting hit, it legitimately, he's going. If you guys haven't followed Ethan Page and his karate thing, it looked like a karate shot. Yeah. Like he looked like he literally got roundhouse kicked to the face and was unconscious. So I just thought it was funny that happened today.
Yeah. It's a shout out to Ethan Page. On Sunday, he did 3 gigs with 3 different personalities in 2 different cities, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Very entertaining stuff he's doing in the indies outside of Impact. So yeah, you guys need to follow him.
Same thing with Kylie.
Yeah. Kylie was actually involved in one of the shows that he did too.
Black Label Pro, if you want to look it up.
Yeah. So this sets up their tag team division. You have your heel teams and you have your face teams, but the Good Brothers are kind of like an in-between, I think.
Yeah. I don't really know exactly where they're going. I think they're like, I hate to say, like, I feel like it's like an FTR feeling. Like, I don't know exactly who they're trying to be cool with. But they have that, like, we're trying to talk about the good old days on the road still. And like, they feel like so like grandfathers, like, stop it. So I was glad that they came in and actually interacted in the ring, but I'm kind of getting bored with them not fighting already. Yeah,
I think it's coming. But
for Bound for Glory,
their tag team division, I think is competitive with AEW's. I think, at least with the teams they have right now.
Yeah.
So they have a good tag team division. So then we get an announcement. RVD and Katie Forbes announced that they have a new show called The Whole Effin' Talk Show that premieres next week.
So just for guys, after we just highlighted Twitch, be ready to have Twitch being removed from Impact streaming services. Because I know, Santana, I know. But you know what I mean? Because last time they had last time they had long segments, they got in trouble.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I hope somebody has like laid down and put the foot up their butts and told them stop the crap. Like, you can do whatever you want to lightly, but please don't get them kicked off of Twitch again.
Don't over sexualize it again.
No, I need my Melissa Santos.
TOS pops up. But then we have Sami Callihan talking numbers, and he says Katie Forbes has his number, but he's gonna have a surprise for them next week during their whole Effin' Talk show. He's not gonna hack it, but he does have a different plan. So that's going to be interesting.
Hope he hacks it.
Well, he said he's not. He's a man. He's going to do something, though. And then we go on to the Tasha Steelz versus Taya Valkyrie match.
Such a good match.
Yeah. Sometimes I forget how good Taya is. Like, I know she's good, but then when she's in the ring, it's like, yeah, she's one of the best. Like, she's just amazing, and Tasha Steelz is super talented too. This match was amazing. I think that the thing about this match that we had to be watching is that Johnny Bravo is no longer interested in Taya's matches. He was on the phone planning his wedding. The wedding is consuming him. He is more worried about making sure Rosemary is happy, and Taya is feeling like she's being left behind.
Yeah,
this goes with what you were saying earlier.
Yeah, and it's gonna create a wedge. Like we thought, it's not gonna be the last time Rosemary and her fight in a ring. Yeah, it's gonna become to a huge head. I could even see like a mixed match where it's Rosemary and Johnny versus, I don't know, Like I could see Taya taking both of them on and just being pissed and being crazy and going Bridezilla.
Yeah,
Like I
I
really
mean,
could.
yeah, I mean, and then like you need too much. Like Taya could take out Johnny, like no problem.
Or or the matches to win to who gets to keep Johnny.
Put Johnny in a cage,
Put him like
hanging
from a
above the
shark
ring.
cage,
Yeah,
holding that stupid dog.
yeah,
Oh, that guy's such a trip. But no, like Tasha Steeles is amazing. What I like about Taya is that, like, how can I say? She's not a smaller athletic girl. She's, she's tall, she's fuller, but she never makes the smaller girls look weak. She never looks slow. She's always like perfectly on the mark with everything. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how else to say, like,
Oh, thank you,
thank
James.
you. But yeah, it's just one of those things where like Taya is just one of those perfectly rounded out individuals, because I hate when they say like, the bigger girls are too slow or they're too like heavy and they're only heavy hitters. She can do a lot of different things
Hmm.
and people overlook her, and because people forget about Impact, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it's one of those things. So I'm really glad that she gets to showcase her talents with an amazing roster of women now. The roster is becoming stacked at this point as far as the women's division is.
yeah.
And it's just a quick little segment like that. And that's what I like. That's what I need other promotions. I won't say the name because I'm always giving them heat. I need them to do a 2-minute promotion in between segments where they just get heat with each other and it ends up in the ring. Yeah. Thank you, Kenny.
Mhm.
But you know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah,
Tasha, it was literally about like them sticking up for Johnny. This
mhm.
became a thing. She heard it. Boom, we're in the ring.
Yeah,
So
and it was
and the feeling's
multiple.
organic. Yeah, and the
It was
feeling's
multiple
organic.
segments.
Hmm.
The women do not feel like an afterthought on Impact, and they're doing really good on their women's division. Some people just tune in to Impact for the women's division.
Yeah, and I just like the fact that it's almost like instead of them like catcalling or doing stupid gimmicky stuff like that, it's like, no, let's just gonna fight this out in the ring. Like in Wrestle House, you got a problem, let's fight this out in the ring, and then like Tommy Dreamer comes out, like it's just one
Hmm.
of those things where it's like it feels like schoolyard type of stuff. Like if you have a problem, well, we're gonna go take it in the ring because that's what we do in Impact.
Yeah,
So I enjoy the fact that even the women are above that and they're like, no, we're gonna fight this out in the ring for a match. So I yeah, and that's just one of those things. I'm just sorry, I just really love Tasha Steeles, and Taya is just amazing, so this match is really cool.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
she is.
Taya's old school, and she has that new school flair, which is like a really good hybrid for her. I just love watching her, and she does have a little bit of that lucha influence that she throws
Yeah,
in here and there.
and her personality is killer, so like she can win over anybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I was just about to say that.
She is she is one of those talents that like Maria mentioned earlier, that a lot of people sleep on her, a lot of people overlook her when they talk about who's the best women wrestlers out there, and I think that she needs to be in the conversation. She is just amazing. So
Wait,
then
hold up. Wait, looking at your card, you missed one. You missed Jordan Grace looking for Tennille Dashwood. I don't know exactly where that is. I think it might have been before.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So real quick, Tennille, Jordan
Yeah.
Grace is pissed still because Tennille Dashwood came back and she basically wants to insert herself like Deanna did and have a chance at the challenge for the title. Jordan Grace is like, who the hell? What the hell? And so she basically goes backstage looking for her. She finds her wardrobe room, her backstage room, and it is opened by her. What is it? Her
He's like the
POP.
agent,
He's
or
like a
yeah.
personal photographer. It was like the stupidest thing. Like that's a job. Like that's what you have. So then she was like, "Is she here?" He's like, "Is she here?" She's super busy. Like he was one of those guys. And they're like, "Well, when is she gonna be here?" And then also they cut to a promo, and it's her doing a modeling shot thing.
Yeah.
But she's basically gonna be back next week. And then they cut back, so it's almost like breaking the third wall because that took place, and it's almost like Jordan had a seat at too, because then
Hmm.
she's like, seriously, I have to wait till next week, which is once again brilliant because there's no walls in Impact.
No.
Everything is shit. Like everything doesn't make sense. There's no dimensions in
Yeah.
Impact.
And I liked how they're using the whole thing that happened with the travel restrictions
Yeah.
um in their favor, though. Like they made a storyline, like they made Tennille Dashwood, her whole character is all about me, and it wasn't that it was travel restrictions for why she wasn't here. It was because she was too busy pursuing other stuff that she kind of like
Yeah.
Wrestling to her is just a second something here or there that she'll do.
Yeah,
But
and there's been too much talk without her.
yeah,
So now she has to come back. So it was beautifully put. But Jordan Grace, like Deanna, had the WTF face, and it was beautiful. And once again, the women are not overshadowed. They build a storyline, and on top of our match that we're going to get with Kylie and Deanna, we're going to probably see a coming to head, which is going to build up for the following week between Jordan and Tenille.
Yeah,
so I just got to throw in Tenille because I love her.
Like we already have a couple of multiple storylines within the women's division. We have Rosemary and Taya, which is probably going to happen. We have Tenille and Jordan Grace, Deanna and Kylie, and it's like other companies need to do that. They need to focus on multiple people, not just the same two or the same three that they continuously focus, because the way you build a division is by putting attention to everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. And Kimberly, you can always join her with Susie.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to be Susie's first victim when she goes back to being crazy.
So. God, I can't wait for Su Yung to come back.
All right, I didn't mean to interrupt you. So we're back.
No, it's okay.
Which one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was Moose looking for EC3. He goes back to his high school football coach. And I guess he's kind of been hacked by EC3.
I don't know. They made Moose went from like this, like you fight me, I fight you type thing. Like if you want to fight, come get it. But he's kind of like looking a little crazy looking for EC3.
Yeah.
And I kind of like the change in character. And that, but once again, like the Good Brothers, I kind of want to have a payout already. I'm getting a little anxious to see them all be in the ring already.
Yeah, you think they're going to stretch this out till October?
Is that when Bound for Glory is?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yep.
We just started September.
Yep.
I don't know. I hope not. I hope we get at least some sort of like, they don't really do a squash match in Impact. They don't have squash matches really.
Yeah, they haven't been. But
yeah, so I don't see them doing that with EC3. Oh, we're gonna have to wait out.
Yeah, I could see them stretching this out then.
That's disturbing.
I don't see EC3 coming in and wrestling on regular television for them. It's probably gonna be a pay-per-view.
I mean, he's waited this long. It's it's nothing for him. Us as fans, we're like, seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we get the hashtag Heath for Impact. Rhino is talking to Heath about how management is mad at him and asking him if he's still doing his commercials so that people could keep on using the hashtag Heath for Impact. Heath admits that he is, but it's costing him a lot of money, and he has 21 kids to feed. And then Rhino breaks.
Wait, how many?
21.
Shut up. He does not have 20.
No. A Rhino then breaks kayfabe and tells him, like, you only have 2. And he says, like, yeah, I know. And they're 2 beautiful girls. So they use the WWE thing right here, which was awesome.
Didn't he bring out like 11 kids that look strongly related to Heath?
Yeah.
Like, that had to be like cousins and nieces and stuff because they all had red hair. They were like
we need 21 ginger kids. Like
call every casting agency there is. We need a bunch of gingers come out here.
But
soulless gingers.
Yeah, it looks like they're kind of try to do a scam on a certain person that's been collecting a lot of money in the back, which could be very dangerous.
Yep.
Because that was Rhino's money that he stole back too. So it's coming full circle, and it's going to be interesting to see how the payoff is. And when we finally have Heath actually signed officially on Impact, I think the fans are really going to be happy about that. It's going to be a feel-good moment.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know what it is about these two guys.
Yeah.
But it was like when they actually had their run in WWE, it was good. You know what I mean? Like when they really pushed them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the payoff, and I'm there for it. I know they won't be in the title shot anytime soon for the tag belts, but I'm looking forward to just seeing them put out some good matches and just be stupid together.
But once again, their tag team division is stacked, and they're quietly building a very competitive tag team division to AEW's, and AEW's tag team division is their crown jewel. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Next.
So we go to the main event, Eric Young versus Tommy Dreamer on an Anything Goes match. This was kind of brutal. Like Tommy took some nasty bumps in this one.
Tommy Dreamer makes me not want to watch him do matches
Yeah.
because his last match was uncomfortable too. I was
Mhm.
like that one chair shot he took in the last match. I'm just like, and the pay per view. I don't know. I don't know. Like
Yep.
it's don't make me go through another Matt Hardy feeling type of like match. But like Tommy Dreamer is one of those guys too. He's super sweet in person, and I don't know if he ever's gonna get out of the ring. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think
I think he's like,
well,
I'm
I
gonna die
mean,
in this ring.
eventually he's gonna stop wrestling, but he's so
Yeah.
invested in the wrestling business that I think he's gonna continue to keep doing what he's doing some backstage stuff.
And he's super happy at Impact. Like
You know who we haven't seen for a while? Just that I'm sorry to interrupt
no,
you. D'Lo. He did a conversation about the Aces of Eights, and now he's disappeared.
give it time, man.
Yeah.
Give it time. It's there. It's there. That's the little plant seed. I forgot all about.
Yep.
That was months ago.
Yeah. That was before their last pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Slammiversary.
Yeah. So at least 2 months. So if we're
Yeah.
thinking about going into October, that'd be 3, almost 4. That something could happen for Bound by Glory with that.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, so Eric Young beats Tommy Dreamer, and then they're building Eric Young like a beast here, like something
Yeah.
that he was in NXT, but in the main card WWE they weren't able to actually translate. He's like taking no prisoners. He already hurt Rich Swann. He already hurt Eddie Edwards, as we mentioned earlier,
Yep.
and now he's trying to destroy Tommy Dreamer. And we have a surprise. Rich Swann comes to the rescue. He's on a boot and with crutches. So
Yeah. I don't see what this man's is trying to do in this picture. He's going to get destroyed by Eric Young.
I think they're going to set him up to be the next competitor for the title. I think.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to drop it though.
No, I don't think he'll drop it to him. I think that the person he should drop it to eventually should be EC3 if that's the route they're going.
Yeah.
EC3 winning the belt would be amazing, and I think him and Eric Young could have a really good match in the ring. But yeah, next week is looking very interesting. I'm really enjoying Impact, and I wish more people would watch it, but then again, it kind of feels like that hidden little treasure that we get to enjoy and not hear too much noise or too much complaints about on Twitter. So it's kind of nice.
Yeah, and definitely, like we said earlier, check out some of the matches that like Ethan and Kylie and who else? Warhorse and Dan Housing and everybody. Effie had with Joey Janela this weekend. Check out all those matches and check out Warrior Wrestling. It's going to be on Fight TV. Hopefully, we don't get rained out on Saturday, so fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But we have Kylie and we have what this week? There's a bunch of people. The
Rascals will be there.
Warhorse.
I think we could say it. Tessa Blanchard, because it's been kind of already leaked out.
Yeah.
Tessa Blanchard will be there. Dan the Dad.
Thunder Rosa. What am I talking about?
Yeah, Thunder Rosa versus Kimberly. It's so stacked. It's 3 Saturdays in a row. Ethan Page is wrestling in the last Saturday. Brian Cage is wrestling.
Lance Archer. So a lot of people. If you guys haven't come out, Luchasaurus is on the second one with Tay Conti,
Jordan Grace,
and Jordan Grace. That's another good one. So I mean, a lot of Impact stars, some ROH, AEW people. Like there's a lot of people in New Japan. There's a lot of people that are going to be there. Yes, Moose is going to be there too.
Yeah.
Kylie. Did we mention Kylie?
Yeah, we mentioned Kylie.
Oh, Kylie.
Yeah. So, I think that is it. We will be back tomorrow for the Dynamite review. We got through it. We both have headaches, and we got through it.
All right, guys. We will see you tomorrow.